Cooney, loser, bold guy. Cooney, 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 Cooney. Cooney, 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 Cooney. Cooney, 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 Cooney. Cooney, Cooney, Epstein's alive.
All right, welcome back to Raccoon Tweeties. Thank you for tuning in if you're coming here from Shab, our Christmas special. We had fun doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe the most fun we've had on the show, you know?
It was pretty frustrating at times when we were trying to learn all the lyrics like to multiple songs, but
Yeah, man. Respect to musicians. Very difficult to like learn songs and all that.
Yeah.
And all that. That's boring.
but I will say that we did start a Patreon.
Oh, yeah. You know, if you want to join the Patreon, do that. Get on that. It's like $5 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And next year we'll start putting stuff up there, but not until the new year.
Yeah. To preview it, it's going to be like early released episodes of the Shab thing. And then also potentially we're working on.
Yes.
So we'll probably put that on. What was the other idea that we had?
I had 10 minutes of police officers on Facebook Live.
10 minutes of TikTok before the government shuts it down.
Yeah.
You know the government's going to shut down TikTok.
Yeah, I've read about that.
Yeah. So if a friend of yours or if somebody let me take a different if somebody you hated got canceled online, would you say anything about it?
Do I hate them from having a relationship with them?
No, you hate them because they say really like stupid shit all the time. You know, they're like annoying online.
Well, define stupid. Do you think like overly woke is stupid?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I probably wouldn't say anything because I'm scared of woke people.
Yeah, me too.
Because then even me saying that publicly, saying I'm scared of woke people, they're like, he has something to be scared about, dude.
That's true. I'm not like, that's not the reason. I'm scared of woke people, overly woke people, because a lot of them seem very vindictive online. Yeah. But that's not what's preventing me. I don't know what it is, but I can't lash out publicly. I just feel bad. Yeah. Even when I hate somebody, you know, like I think the appropriate thing to do is just DM your friends all day, you know, like I did. Yeah. Like, you know, maybe if they have like a funny profile, I might maybe take a picture of myself mocking that and then send it to people, you know, like I might dress up like them. I'm that crazy. I literally have dressed up in the past. I've dressed up like people I don't like that have been canceled and sent pictures of it to my friends.
I mean, even that dude that freaked out on the drive-thru, you dressed up like him and reenacted the whole thing.
I like that guy.
Yeah.
I don't really, there's another guy that I don't really know, but Tom, you know, I just thought that was funny that he did that, and I obviously wouldn't have done that myself. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten crazy in the McDonald's thing, but he was very cool. He came, I talked about this before, he came up to me at McDonald's and was like, hey man, that was so funny. So, I mean, he's an interesting character, but we've talked about that ad nauseum. We had a whole episode about the McDonald's guy, and we came to the conclusion that he brightened our lives. Yeah. That guy, he had one day that he made a bad call, but in the end of it, I mean, really, he didn't really cause that much damage, and he made us all happier for it. Yeah. To me, that's not even being, I mean, he also really enjoyed, he kind of fed into it, you know, he was like commenting, he was like, check out my YouTube if you want to see more of this and stuff, you know? So he sort of played it right in my mind. More people found out about him, and I didn't walk away from that, even after the video being like, fuck this guy. Yeah. Did you?
No, I freaked out in a McDonald's parking lot after that happened.
I bet. Yeah. Well, was that after? Yeah. I mean, you freak out at a lot of places, you know. This guy's fucking. He's just like the guy, the old man that throws the ice cream at those girls, except for none of the racist stuff. He has anger issues. We're working on it. He'll be like, he'll be like, I'm angry about that. I'm sad though, and fuck them though. They fucking suck. I'm like, which emotion is it, Gerardo?
I timed somebody out on the Discord this week.
Yeah, you did. You got into a big argument with them over a potential guest. I mean, we're never gonna have that person on, but
never. We'll never have
the idea of having them on. Gerardo had a meltdown with some random stranger we don't know. Yep. That's the thing on our Discord. We don't know who any of these people are really, except for the only person. You know what? I was making this joke the other day, which will only work for me and you, literally an audience of 2 people. But I was saying our fan base is like a bunch of weirdos, and the most normal person is named Wadsworth. But that's not true. The most normal person is CR Guitar, from what I can tell.
And Jessica's a G.
And well, actually, she's the most normal because we actually have met her in person. CR Guitar's persona is very normal, Canadian guitar guy, makes music and stuff. But for all we know, he could be, he could have some weird dungeon or something in his house. I'm pretty sure Jessica is real because we met her in person, and we don't want to say where she lives, but she has a normal job and lives in a normal place.
Lord forbid we say where she lives. The whole Discord will be going after her.
Although, I mean, she seems to be popular in the Discord. You got all those likes when she told us, after Gerardo had his tirade against this person, Jessica, a fan of ours, put in the Discord, hey, can we all get along? Which is what I was trying to do. I kept saying, Gerardo kept going on and on about how we're not going to have this person on the show and they're terrible. So I wrote, I was like, he's right. Or I didn't say you're right. I said, like, yeah, for sure. Their online presence is crazy. We're having her on next week. Yeah. He just kept getting angry. I was like egging you on.
But also, too, last week I asked you guys to tweet at Scott more, or to tell Scott to tweet more.
Did anybody tell Scott to tweet more?
I don't think so, because I think I broke the news to him because he messaged me today about the urology thing.
Oh, yeah. Scott found a urology center named Alarcon Urology, and he texted us both. So I sent it to Gerardo and said his family loves dicks. I could have probably done something better than that, but that's the best I had on the spot.
But I told him, I'm shocked, dude. I asked a bunch of people to force you to tweet more, but I don't know. I don't think I have pull with people that quote unquote work at Chang's.
Does Scott know what Chang's is?
I obviously don't know.
He does. He does. I talk about it too much. At Steve's wedding, I went insane and just invited every guest to do, as I was like, hey, you want to come on my podcast? Of Shab? And they're like, yeah, if you get away from us, you drunken lunatic. What I was doing when somebody I know got canceled is like I was sending, I didn't like them, so I was sending clips of myself. Like I filmed a police helicopter going over my neighborhood. And I was like, "Oh, look, they're going after him. They're gonna get them. Mm-hmm. They heard they're still doing that." I sent that, and then I think that they look like a celebrity, and they act like this particular celebrity. So I was sending clips, or I was sending pictures of the celebrity, and I was putting captions on it, like almost like just building up all these draft tweets, where I was like, it would be like the picture of the celebrity looking all serious, and I would say, hope this isn't true, or hope what I'm hearing isn't true. And then I would text it to like various group chats. And then I found another picture of the celebrity, and I was like, what if I just tweeted this out and see, I wish I had the balls to this, but at the same time, I don't want to do this publicly because I don't really know what happened. I have no idea what the truth of the situation is. Also, I'm not like judge, jury, and executioner. It's not my place. Yeah. And I would much rather just do stand-up and try and be a successful comedian than kind of like, I don't know, nowadays it seems like people just want to be the police and report people for things. And I don't mind, if something bad happened to you, report it. Go ahead. It's up to you. But personally, I just don't want to be, I never understand why people want to be known as like, they want this stuff known about them. Maybe I'm more private. It was just funny because I'm doing this podcast. Like I'm clearly not at all private. And then I entangle myself in the like somebody was at a party the other day, and there's been a recent scandal, and everybody was asking them what I think about it. They said a bunch of people came up and they're like, "What is Cooney's take on this?" That shocked. I'm like, I've really put myself in the corner here. Yeah. Like I have to have a take on these things. When in reality, I really only tweet about flappers. Like I don't know. I'm trying to think of the other things I did when this happened. I sent out the camera, I sent out the things. Oh, there's another comedian that dresses like this comedian. So I kept sending people a picture of that comedian. I was like, and I was writing in like Twitter lingo, like, nah, I can't believe this guy doing this, like they go into hell saying he looked like this, and I just like sending stuff to people all day long. And you know, I don't want to like go like I'm talking about a bunch of different people here, which is something that you say when you're lying and you're only talking about one person. But like, why do we allow if the amount of people that don't like this one person I'm talking about now is so many people. Everybody doesn't like this person that I know. Everyone I texted, nobody was like, hey man, don't say that, dude. They're going through it. You know, everyone's like, ha 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 ha. People were writing back to me like, this is Christmas, early Christmas. A bunch of people sent me a message like, I can't believe this happened. This is so great. Why are we allowing people that everyone hates to have any kind of success?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
Why if you know somebody that is like a jerk and vindictive and strange and mean online and cold in person, and they're like a soulless networker that's constantly lying, maybe they've been run out of other scenes for things, why are you working with them? Yeah. I know we're all desperate to get on shows, and I probably would have done some of these shows where people suck. I mean, I've done shows where, like, you know, that Supernova, all new Supernova, they're getting canceled or whatever. I never tried to get on that because the guy seemed like a real jerk off that ran it. Not Mark, although now Mark is like apparently on the run and being accused of all these things.
Mark who?
Stevens.
Oh.
You know, I never really knew him, but my interactions with him where I was like, oh, he's a little annoying, but he's a nice guy. Seems like it, but I guess not. You know, who knows? He's like, the cops are after him. Somebody told me he's on the lam or something. Man, everybody's getting arrested for things, you know. We're just trying to do 10 minutes of Shab here, okay? People will write on our things like, one day Shab will meet you and beat you up, and like, just like, there's somebody had this big fantasy. They wrote a whole thing about how me and Gerardo are going to be in a room and Shab is going to come in and like
and slam our bodies to the ground so hard that the walls fall.
Yeah. And this is a weird thing. I don't think I've ever written.
Also, that wasn't about me. That was about you, Alan Strickland Williams, and Brendan Walsh.
Oh, really? So he didn't. Yeah. Well, that was a good episode for you to skip.
Yeah.
You got out of there unscathed. I don't know. I think Shab's going to recognize you if he comes after me. Maybe if he has to choose between us, who do you think he hurts?
I'm the Mexican, baby.
The Mexican?
Yeah, he loves Mexicans.
That's true. He might. Well, you know what will happen? Shab will come in and he'll have already killed me. And you'll be like tied up in the chair, and he'd be like, I got one question for you. And you're like, okay. And he goes, are you Taco Bell Mexican or Guadalajara Mexican? And whatever you answer, you know, one is the right answer, and he doesn't kill you. Yeah. But if you do the wrong answer, he's going to put you in a Guadalajara hard scarf. You'd be dead. Yeah. I don't know. Is there anybody that you want to be canceled? You don't have to answer if you don't want.
No, I'm just... I think I'm more in line with the other thing you said. Like, why do we work with people that are fucking stupid?
Yeah, if we hate people, and hate is a strong word, but if you strongly dislike people and they don't seem to have any good qualities, why are we working with them?
Yeah.
What is that? Why do we have this secret thing now? There's like it's probably always been the case, but there's always like the one person that everyone's kind of like, man, that guy sucks or that chick sucks. They're mean, they're weird, they seem to enjoy when bad things happen, and we are working with them. Why? I think that I cut people slack though, because like I said in that argument in the Discord, there's a huge difference between online persona and in person.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. Like, well, this isn't really this person's a bad. I don't want to. That's a different. But some people are very crazy online. I had this friend Jeff Tetrault who is a screenwriter here in LA, and he was very funny online, but he could be very like aggressive and like shit on people and like get in arguments and stuff. And I think that eventually hurt him in his career. But in person, he's like the sweetest guy you've ever met. Like I went to some horrible Hollywood club that my friend dragged me to, and I had a hat because I was very, you know, as as you probably have noticed, I was insecure about being bald. I think I've lost some of it, some of the insecurity. But yeah, keep it up. Hey, shut up, Baldy, in the comments. You suck, bald fuck or whatever. Keep it up.
People say that?
People say that all the time. Bald is like the #1 insult, but now I don't care about it as much. But if it brings you joy, who am I to stop?
Yeah.
You know. But I was very insecure about being bald, so I'd wear a hat all the time. And and they were like, "You can't wear a hat in here." I was like, "Oh shit!" But I'm here. Where do I put my hat? And he was like, "Don't worry about it, man." And he got my hat and he like hid it in the back somewhere or whatever, and like was really cool about it. So that was a very nice thing. But that's an example of like a guy who's super nice, but online is nuts. And we were talking, so I think there's a big difference. Like the person we're talking about on the Discord, that person, I've met them. I have good conversations with them. They're nice in person. I know their significant other is a cool person. So I'm kind of like, there's a difference, you know? But then there are people that have both bad in person and online. And then they're like their online presence is even more insufferable, you know? That is the kind of person I don't know why we put up with, right?
Yeah. I mean, to me, in-person insufferability is like the most, because you can look at everything online and say it's cringe in some way or other.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all just perception. So
I'm getting tired of that as an insult. Cringe.
Yeah.
It's always people that aren't very good at writing. Like this one person criticized our podcast. I can't even remember what. It's probably not the episode. Probably 10 Minutes of Shab, and they wrote cringe like 3 or 4 times in their thing. And I was like, well, you don't even sound good.
Well, they probably watch fucking Coco Briscoe from morning till nighttime, dude. You know?
Coco, well, yeah, I don't want to bring them up too much, but they got arrested apparently.
What?
Yeah.
We've got to talk about this. What do you mean?
Well, we'll save it for the next one. But yeah, I mean, I guess we could do it again. We said we were going to stop. We said we pull me back in. What is the line? They pull me back in. I can't remember what that.
Yeah.
Every time I try to get out, they pull me back in.
Yeah.
Buy a pack of gum, show you to chew it. That's a totally different movie. But yeah, man, we just have aligned maybe we're making a horrible mistake aligning ourselves with the craziest people
with
on
Changs?
Earth. Not Changs. I'm talking about Coco Briscoe and like.
I think it's hilarious, dude.
Yeah, we're really putting ourselves in the danger zone. Yeah.
You're calling Coco Briscoe the danger zone.
Yeah, she scares me.
How?
She's mentally insane. We talk, so I don't want to bully her on that level.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, she's a crazy person. And then also she sent me all those crazy messages.
Yeah. Leave it to a white man to be scared of a white woman, dude.
I don't know what the woman or white part has to do with it. She definitely seems like the kind of person.
I'm scared of Latinas.
I mean, I'm not scared of all Latinas or all white women. I'm scared of one particular white woman. I don't even. Yeah, I mean, for all I know, she could be something else.
Yeah,
she seems like the kind of you know, like the story about the person that drives all the way. They kidnap their husband or like not husband, but some guy they like, and they have they bought a diaper so that they didn't ever. No, It's a person, they kidnap the girlfriend of this guy that they like, and they bring a diaper and like handcuffs and all this stuff because they think they're gonna have to drive and they're gonna poop their pants with the person as a hostage or whatever. Remember that story?
Yes.
It's like an astronaut involved maybe or something.
Yeah.
That's what Coco Briscoe reminds me of. That level of like, they're not. The video, I watched like a live stream of these cops at her house, and she seems to be pretty inebriated. And she's just like laughing. She's doing that weird voice thing she does where she's like, this is so absurd, you guys. Isn't this weird? Like weird, you know? My God. And the cops are there and she's like, you want to like put me in jail? You want to arrest me? You want to like all this stuff? And they're like, ma'am, we're not trying to arrest you. You know, I don't know what they're doing there. What is going on in Fairfax? Why are they even, how has this not been solved yet? I don't know. Is it up to us to solve it?
We probably shouldn't talk about Coco Briscoe, dude.
No, not at all.
Oh my God, she's going through it.
Yeah, I feel that's why we stopped talking about her because we just hope that she'd like get better. You know?
Yeah,
yeah.
Ugh. But it was such like the other day somebody was like, I listened to Raccoon Titties and I was like, oh really? And they go, yeah, the Dating in DC, that was a great trilogy.
Really?
I was like touched. I was like, wow.
Who said that?
I don't even know.
Let's stick Coco on them. If we even say who they are, then they'll probably get doxxed.
I feel like it was on the stream. On my stream, somebody was like, yeah, I watched Raccoon Titties. I want to say it's ALM 783.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, like I went on TikTok and like I don't normally go on and I'll be off for like months. And one time I randomly went on, I had all these notifications and there were people just liking and commenting about, they're like, oh man, their podcast commented on Coco and like that idiot that was that Southern guy who was like, who had her on his podcast, Josh Terry or something like that. Who was like, man, we have like a guy that like, dude, that I won't say who he is, but he knows his stuff. And they did a lie detector and she telling the truth now. And I have a successful podcast. These two don't, but I do. I looked at their numbers and I looked at my numbers and I know that I'm doing very well. And that guy, he had like liked some comments about me. I guess he's maybe at a change of heart. Maybe the guy that works at their podcast has changed his mind. Yeah. Now I know that she lied because the guy went back, actually. And he decided that I'm actually wrong. And I looked at my numbers again, and their podcast is actually doing better than mine.
Was he talking about us?
No, he well, then in the interview with her, yeah. He was like, now they seem like nice guys. But I don't know if they're nice guys. I don't know. I'm messing with you, Josh. I actually really enjoyed the podcast. And he was funny. But I'm like, how could you believe this crazy person? If that guy listens to this ever. He did actually, I was enjoying his riffs. But it's just not, I can't not make fun of Southern people when they're like, how do you get swindled by somebody like this? I don't understand how anyone could watch her TikToks and not immediately realize what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, it's, oh yeah, that person is not okay mentally. You know? I'm sure they're getting stalked. They're not being stalked at all. These people are trying as hard as they can to get away from her, you know? Just like we were after we were like scared that she was going to sue us. Like, can you be sued for telling the truth on a podcast? I don't know. How many minutes have we done on that?
We're
doing 30, right?
I think we're at around 20 minutes.
Okay. I mean, let me look at what I did.
I'm trying to look up Coco Briscoe right now.
I'm just trying to. I don't know. You can. We probably just do the whole next episode on Coco. Because like, what else are we talking about? The recreating was so funny.
Damn, she blew up since we last talked about her, dude.
I know. I hope she's okay. Like, I don't wish her well. I wish her unwell at all. It is very funny to talk about her, though. It brings up like, I mean, there's all these characters now. You know, like whoever this Josh Terry guy is.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's still involved.
Dude,
he's and if they want, he was like, he goes, and if they want to come on my podcast and do their side, I'm gonna have them on. And she's like, yeah, I have them on, but they won't come on because they know they're liars and the lizard people are in my brain. You know,
wait, they're talking about us, dude.
I don't know if they were talking about it. There maybe I don't. It's been a while since I listened to it. This is like almost a year ago or some shit. I don't know.
Wow.
So like, I think that he was talking about whoever these people that Coco's in a war with, and maybe us too. He's like, now I know them.
Yeah.
My podcast is downloaded 5,000 times more than theirs because I'm on I Love Radio and I do ads for MeUndies. He had like 20 minutes of advertisements. He was like, all right, now I have on Coco Briscoe, but first of all, let me tell you about Manscaped. Now, before Manscaped, my balls was very hairy, okay? I couldn't even put on my pants because my balls, the hair on my balls would poke out of my pants, and Coco wouldn't even come on the podcast because she would have seen my testicle hair. But now, I shave my nuts every day. And I want to say that Manscaped got called promo code stalker. Oh, God.
Manscaped.
I mean no ill will. I keep saying that. That makes it seem like I do mean ill will. But to all the people I've discussed, you know, I just wish you, and I'm not a perfect guy, obviously. I'm not a good, Jesus Christ.
Why the fuck does it just start playing everything?
That was the loudest thing I've ever heard in my life. That was my punishment. That was God saying, what are you doing?
Bro, there's no way to just be on TikTok without it being the loudest thing of all time.
Is this Star Wars?
Why is it playing? Why is
Jesus
it playing?
Christ, it's loud.
It just starts playing right away.
I know, but how do we turn it down?
Let me see if I can figure that out. We don't do that, bro.
We don't even need that.
All right. I'm sorry, but I'm like so tempted to just like start going through the videos, dude.
We can. I mean, why not? We'll just make 2 episodes of this. I guess. And we'll stop in an hour.
Yeah, dude.
Who cares, man?
Fuck it. All right.
We're gonna stop, but you know, it's just too funny.
Coco Briscoe Part 2, dude. Where do we start? We can't start with the latest video because the latest video looks like it's got some fucking drama to it, dude.
I like the cop thing from a long time ago. I watched that. It was funny.
This?
Yeah, she's under a war with. She did one of those TikTok. You know how they do the dancing to the lyrics or whatever?
Yeah.
You can play that, but then it's gonna have a song in it, so that.
Yeah, we're fucked with that.
You gotta pick something that doesn't have a song. These are all old stuff. Remember we used to watch. These are like what they call us out. Ooga booga. That's where the cop thing is like her dancing and she's like, I'm the boogeyman. Ooga booga. Don't play it because there's the song. Play without the song. See how she goes, ooga booga. And she's dressed as, I guess, an Arlington County police officer.
Here, I'm gonna play it.
No, don't play it. The song, don't.
I can mute it out later.
Okay. How do you film that? Is that like, you think she has like a phone set up, kind of?
Yeah, it's her phone. For sure, it's her phone. All right, so that's...
That's not something that you do when you want it to stop.
Yeah.
You know? Like when you want the drama to stop, dressing up like the Arlington County Police Department and doing a song.
And also, it says dress like your least favorite villain. Are we gonna act like that's her least favorite villain, dude?
If people are stalking you,
yeah.
Don't you want the cops on your side?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want the cops, like, you know, if they're really being stalked, but maybe the cops are the ones stalking her, you know? I'm the boogeyman. Ooga booga.
Oh my God, what? Okay, I'm gonna go for this one. Let's go for her self-love series, dude.
Well, that's good. I hope she does more of that. That's what you need. No, I'm not making fun of her there.
Welcome to Self-Love September.
Welcome to Self-Love
I wanted to do something different with my content because if you've been following me, you know my life has been stressing me the hell out. So I started off with some meditation. I bought my dog a new doggy bed. When she's happy, I'm happy. I want to spend this month really focused on taking good care of myself.
How long is that gonna last?
Just like some Trader Joe's thing that she put on the pan. She made that. Yeah. I don't think so. But good.
We're terrible, dude. Right when she says, I want to focus on being more healthy, we're like,
no, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I do too, but I also think it's a funny thing.
Yeah.
Let's see what she's cooking. It looks like some fried rice at
I know, it looks like P.F. Chang's, dude. She's homeless.
She's homeless.
That'd be so funny if she became homeless as fuck. Coco Briscoe attack shop.
Cooked a nice meal, and that feels like love to me. That feels like self-love. And I had enough to meal prep, so I have lunches for the rest of the week. I have been spending a lot of time with my dog
a little bit worried about this dog.
And also just taking some time to appreciate nature.
I don't think he's going to hurt the dog, but...
suggestions for me, so I am going to read This Little Art of Not Giving a Fuck again.
I think it's funny that there's another dog.
Why is she so aggressive about her self-love? Everything's fuck. Everything's like... You know what I mean?
Do you think that both dogs are hers?
Do I think she stole one of the dogs?
That's what I meant. Yes. To, yeah. She stole a dog. And she's like, and you'll get your dog back if you stop stalking me. Have you thought about that? She has the chief of the police dog. She's like a Batman villain. And you won't get your dog back, Chief Gordon. Batman has to fight. Give me back the dog.
She's like, this is not the dog I bought, but the dog I deserve.
Where are the dogs?
I don't know.
She has a bunch of cops' dogs. I'm the boogeyman, ooga booga, and they're bark, 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 let me back to my owner.
I know. I want to see what happened between self-love day 1, 2, 3, 4, and then out of nowhere she stops self-love and she dresses like the boogeyman, ooga booga.
I'm the boogeyman. That song is stuck in my head. I can't stop.
It's Self-Love September, day 2. Now, I know I just posted day 1 earlier today, but that's because I procrastinated. Anyway, I thought I would just tell you guys what I'm doing for self-love today, because I had to work all day. There is a restaurant that my ex and I used to go to all the time, and we used to go and drink their dirty martinis and just sit at the bar and talk about our future. And we always said we would come back one day and have dinner, and we never did. So for a while, I felt just too heartbroken to go back because it felt like it was our place. But I'm feeling strong and I feel good about it, so I thought I would take myself on a date there tonight. And then I'm also going to go next door and get the salted caramel gelato. Well, it's not next door, but down the street, because we always said that we would go there and get it anytime we were in town. But
that's totally normal. Those are good. That's a good video. I mean, I wouldn't watch it. I'm not that interested in this kind of stuff, but like, I could see people being like, "Oh, cool!" If you're fans, you know.
Yeah. All right, let's see self-love.
Girl, you're fat and hot. That's a win-win. And for every man out there that thinks that you're a disappointment, there's somebody that's willing to eat cake out of your asshole. Know your worth.
All right, so let's be honest. Very lazy self-love day 3, right?
I don't know. This is the kind of stuff they do on TikTok.
No, but TikTok, yes. But her self-love series has been her being like, you know, for today's self-love to me was like, and then all of a sudden, girl, you got a big asshole and you're fat as fuck and girls love you and guys love you, baby.
I don't know. This seems like one of those videos people do that do the voiceover shit.
True.
She's also not fat, I don't think.
Are you telling me that self-love September goes well?
Who knows? I mean, well,
I'm telling you, this is going downhill, dude.
This is September?
Yes.
Oh, so it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, clearly something happened between now and September because she's getting arrested. If you search Coco Briscoe and look at other people's videos, you can watch the video of her, like, you know, talking with the cops or whatever.
Oh, let me do that. 7 days a week.
Just search TikTok Coco Briscoe.
Oh.
Like on TikTok. Just search Coco on TikTok itself. Type in Coco and search accounts.
Coco.
But don't go to her account. Just look at the videos.
Coco Briscoe.
Like videos.
Oh my God. Here, keep talking to the camera.
I saw this one video. It's like, I don't know, one of the many people that talk about her on TikTok. And it's funny that I think they're weird too, because that's what we're doing right now. But it was a lady talking about, she was like, I have something to show you guys. This is so crazy. I might just show you the live stream where she's clearly drunk as shit and she's talking to the police. And I was like, oh, I got to watch that. You know? Yeah. I couldn't. And the cops seem totally normal and she seems completely out of her mind. Yeah. As in normal Coco, that one, the top left. This person.
First one? Where's the, okay, there we go. That one,
yeah. Yeah, this lady.
3 minutes. Oh, dude, I wish it was 10 minutes long. Let's do this, dude.
You're going to want to sit through me through this whole thing because I just got
Coco
right. Briscoe getting served at her house by the cops. Watch. This is bananas. She's hammered. Hammered!
You don't want to shoot anybody.
Yeah, please don't shoot anybody. Please don't be mean to people.
I've never seen this. I mean, I know it's a thing, but it's pretty interesting. Where it holds the carpet.
You're talking about my carpet.
Never seen that.
You've never seen a thing that holds the carpet down?
What's it called?
I don't know what it's called. Why would I know what it's called?
The thing that holds the carpet down.
This is interrogation, and I feel like this is illegal. Do you guys feel like this is legal? So, what are we waiting for? We're waiting for
updated court date.
Yeah. Updated court date because October the 20-something is not.
It may have passed.
How the? Can you guys explain to me how in the holy effing f did Nicole Osterhouse get a court date when I've been trying to get a court date to get charges against these crazies for stalking me? How was
this has got to be a TV show someday.
Yes. I like us just follow the host to get notified when they go live again.
So I have to have a lawyer, so I have to pay for a fucking lawyer again.
Check this out.
Yep, I don't want to give you I'm not an expert, so, but then we get a chance to talk to a judge about that. We'll build that more. Yeah.
Lucky for me, I have screenshots of Nicole Osterhouse harassing me. So, buckle up, buttercup.
Oh, man.
We're gonna get you.
Anyone that says screenshots is insane.
Yeah. Anyone that's talking to somebody and looking at their phone is insane.
Well, cops are there? Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
I should go to court on December 28th.
because my stalker filed criminal harassment charges against me.
Nothing's funny about that.
Isn't that
No.
amazing? Isn't that amazing? I think Nicole Osterhouse is just trying to make me famous. I think she's just like, you know what? I'm stalking her harass her so much with my whole group of friends that I'm gonna make Coco Briscoe super fucking famous. This is for making a TikTok about her. As she and her friends make a million TikToks about me, I can't get a court date. I can't even get a restraining order. Nothing. Nothing.
Somebody said keep speaking. That's my champ,
They want to
dog.
marry me. They want
'Cause so
me
many
to
people
go
keep
to
saying,
jail.
stop
The
talking.
cops do not like me in Virginia because I make fun of them all the time. I get it.
Hey, we like it. You've been nice.
You do not like me. You guys are trying to put me in jail.
Not at all. No, we're not.
They're trying to put me in fucking jail.
Okay. It's not a fun day.
How come?
Like,
You're
they
gonna want to sit
clearly-
through this whole thing. 'Cause
Clearly are not trying to do that.
That was part 1.
Oh wow, I didn't know there was more.
Oh my god, let me try to find part 2 because
Yeah.
it's worth it, dude.
I mean, that's just so crazy. Like, I can't believe this is still going on.
Okay, here's part 2. Oh, part 3 has a lot of views, dude. Here we go. Part 2, baby.
Because my stalker filed criminal harassment charges against super fucking famous. A TikTok about it. As she and her friends make a million TikToks about me,
Okay.
I can't. They're trying to put me in fucking jail. She's getting jobs working for my
She's
company,
screaming?
getting me fired. Like, I have to get a fucking lawyer. Guys, can you contribute to my GoFundMe again?
Here's 2 copies of the warrant for you.
This is my
I have a
warrant.
court date December 26th at 9 o'clock for this one and 9:30 for this one. I do not know why it's 2 different times, but they're going to be the same day.
I have 2 court dates.
No, same day, just different times. The location of the courthouse is going to be at this address right here in Alexandria. So you're going to want to make sure you want to appear in court, but if you don't, there's a possibility of 2 things. If the judge feels like it, he can issue a bench warrant, and we would have to take you shut.
And then I could get arrested again.
I don't want that.
Then they'll take you in, which we don't want that.
I would really like that to not happen, guys.
And the other thing that can happen is if the judge feels like it's necessary, he can also just have a trial in your absence. Again, not what you want. See you theater.
Hey.
Bro. Bro.
Imagine if that happened to us for Shav. I mean, if they told the cops told me to stop doing tennis at Shav, I'd be like, all right, I'll stop. They come in and they're like, here's you've been served.
Yeah.
Gerardo and you have to go to jail now. We'd be like, what?
You guys are fired from Chang's.
We have to go to jail because we said, walk me to my truck? Like, yeah. But what are you stalking us? Shav's my stalker.
BGL's my stalker. Okay, this is the one with a lot of views.
it gets worse.
It gets worse.
Shitting my dick. I have to go to fucking court?
Damn,
This
dude.
is a fucking joke, right? This is not a fucking joke. Like, this is crazy. Oh my god, I have to move out of Virginia. Like, I can't be in Virginia. Like, this isn't a place I'm allowed to fucking be. Like, I literally called the cops earlier, being like, oh, these people are harassing me online and, like, threatening me. And they're like, there's nothing we can do. Oh, but a woman that you've never met, never seen, you have to go to court. I'm like,
She so needs like mental help, you know? Like the court should be like, here's your court appointed therapist or whatever.
Yeah.
Or here's like the mental health stay that you can do. TikTok is bad, dude. They need to shut down TikTok.
Yeah.
I can't wait until the government gets rid of TikTok. Because look at all these crazy people.
Oh my
I'm sure the
God.
person in purple hair right there is normal.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see.
I'm sure they're like, they have something
Okay,
really
so
intelligent
this
to
is
say.
kind of an emergency video. I just saw a live from someone. I'm going to tag them. Listen to me. If you're dealing with a single stalker or a gang stalking, and maybe they have connections to law enforcement, you need to be advised that they can look up your personal information from your driver's license and your plates on your vehicle. They're not supposed to do this. It's illegal, but they can do it anyway. Which means it doesn't really matter if you move, unless you move out of state.
10 minutes
I'm
of
sure.
Coco Briscoe, dude. 10 minutes of Coco Briscoe.
I'm sure. Unless you move out of state, there that many people care what Coco Briscoe does. Unlikely,
bro. Why did we never do 10 minutes of Coco Briscoe?
Well, I guess we could. Yeah. Until
it's fascinating, dude.
Yeah, it is kind of. I mean, this is pretty fascinating. So, like, who is this person?
I know.
This is another nut. Although
to call them a nut,
they will follow you, and then they have ways of finding out where you are. They're not allowed to do it, but they will. And especially if you're a Virgo.
Yeah.
Because if you're a Virgo, then you're inclined to work with the police. Like, what are you talking
If it's
about?
a pack stalking, you have to kill the leader of the pack and they all disperse.
If you are sane, you can immediately tell that Coco Briscoe is not.
Yes.
What is this person doing?
Yeah.
How like before, you know, they have the purple hair, but that doesn't mean that I completely write them off. You can have different color hair or whatever. Sometimes it looks good. But just how could they think that Coco Briscoe is legitimate?
Well,
I immediately think this person is insane now too.
I want to ask, how do you think we could do an episode without talking about Coco Briscoe when all this shit happened 4 days ago?
I know, we should have just done that. Yeah. I mean, we are doing that now.
Yeah.
We're going to have to edit out so much of the other episode anyway.
Well, let's watch the 4 days ago from Coco Briscoe.
Yeah.
Okay, here goes. Let me pull it up right here. Dude, I got a heart on right now.
I'm the boogeyman. Ooga booga.
Let's see what this is. Fairfax County, Virginia, traffic covered up by police. They allowed
wait.
What?
Look at Coco Briscoe. They're trying so hard to shadow ban me on this post.
Where does it say that?
It says it's
like
TikTok, you fucking piece of shit. Shadow banning. We want to know the truth from Coco. We want to know the truth. Okay, stop silencing Briscoe.
They allowed my stalker to get an EPO against me. EPO is what? An electric patrol something?
Emergency protection order.
Oh.
You know, it would be more fun if we were on Coco Briscoe's side. Like if we were like, yeah, these fucking people, they're, you know, all right, never mind.
They're trying to get my girl.
Whatever. I don't know where I was going with that. Keep reading.
She'll call us stalkers if we do that.
Yeah.
An ACPD officer's girlfriend, she and her friends are still harassing me, my friends, and my family.
County, Virginia are facing a serious lawsuit for allegedly protecting a sex trafficking ring in exchange for free sex from the victims, the trafficked women. The lawsuit names the former Fairfax County Police Chief, Ed Rossler, as a defendant in this lawsuit, alleging that he helped cover up for the officers when another detective's work threatened to expose their wrongdoing. The suit was filed on behalf of a Costa Rican woman identified in the lawsuit only as Jane Doe. It says that the officers would tip off the trafficking ring to suspend its advertisements on sites like Backpage.com in advance of sting operations run by the police. And so the woman who came forward noted that she was basically contacted, told that she could come to the United States to work as an escort. And so she, you know, obviously is in a terrible economic situation, considered it, comes to the United States. Her passport was allegedly immediately taken away from her, and she was forced into the sex industry, sex trafficking. And
dude, like, she took a story about sex trafficking and cops and then put her own stuff over it as if they have anything to do with each other.
Fairfax County,
posted
Virginia.
The same thing twice.
Like, that is a horrible story. But saying that they're doing, the cops are doing a smear campaign against you is totally different.
Yeah.
You know? That's a crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's this? Does she get into the Christmas spirit?
This is right before that last
I
part.
never felt so much like Christmas in all my life. Don't you, Sherry dear?
Shut your nasty little face!
Oh, it's
So that's normal TikTok content. This is more of the voiceover thing.
Yeah, you know.
And that actually did better than the 2 videos that she posted.
Yeah. You know, I don't know much about Coco, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't claim great girl, never met her, right?
Yeah, she was sane when I knew her in Flappers, although she claims that
I mean,
we
you
never
did
met.
not know her, dude.
Yeah, I
You
didn't
need to
know
stop
her.
saying that.
I'm just a hater. I don't matter.
Hater,
B.
B.
Hater, B.
But given the freaking state of like just the cover page of her channel, it's like, yeah, she went ham, dude. She went ham for a little while, dude.
Her profile is funny to have with all the drama stuff because
Yeah.
it looks like happy, fun. Hey, come to my page. We do Christmas and self care, and then it's like the Fairfax Police Department has murdered my dog. I'm being stalked by 27 people.
Yeah.
They post TikToks about me every day. That's clearly not true. You can just search it yourself, folks.
Yeah.
Literally look at TikTok. There are not thousands of TikToks about Coco Briscoe from these people that she claims a day. That's nonsense. It's just an easily searchable thing. And then if you go on Reddit, they're all just talking about how crazy she is.
Remember the good days when it was just dating in DC, dude?
I don't. Because I never watched it until, I found out about we heard about it from somebody. It was like, hey, did you hear about this Flappers waitress? That's crazy. And then I find out that she moved to my hometown. What a crazy thing. What if it, like, one of the next video is like her and she's like covered in like someone else's blood. And she's like, so you guys, like, crazy thing happened. Like, the cops came to my house and they pulled the gun first, okay? But I had to shoot them, and it was like, they were like, stop shooting me. I didn't even pull my gun. Why are you doing this? Oh my God, please, I have a family. And I'm like, you have a family. You should have thought about that before I made my TikToks.
She's like, I have a TikTok.
Look at this. And he like pulls out like a human head. She's like, look at this head. Does this look like someone who's telling the truth? This is, go. And then she's like mouthing that. She starts moving the mouth like, oh, look, the Coco Briscoe's making TikToks again. Oh, not going to make any TikToks anymore. Not going to stop me from making TikToks now. Are you, Officer Smith? Are you, Officer Smith? And it's like some dick.
And then at the very end is like a sad song, and it's about how Fairfax is running pedophile rings.
The next video is her, and I thought Self-Care Friday, and she's still like that. You can kind of see some of the blood. She tried to like wipe it off, like sort of walking around like. And so I went to get a bagel at my favorite bagel spot, but then I saw the whore I hate, so I pulled out my gun, and then it's like horrible shooting happened in Fairfax, Virginia, tied to TikTok star dating in DC. It started off as a dating profile, but it ended in murder.
Wow, dude. Coco Briscoe, man. I feel bad for her, dude.
Me too. I do. I wish he hadn't attacked us, but then I think that's just the mental illness coming.
This is what I'm saying, dude. It used to be just dating in DC. You could see it yourself,
Is there anything where she goes on a date, or just her reaction to being on a date?
It was just her talking, crying and shit, being like, "Oh, I fucking went on a date. It fucking sucked." It was just like harmless, no talking about the cops or anything, But also, if you look, it's like 2,000 views in a video, right? It's just sad, dude. And then she gets a pop, bro. That's the thing. This is like, you could just like see.
Oh yeah, the bullfighter stuff. Remember? That was back when she was dressed up like a bullfighter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
You could just see the progression of just like more tears in her eyes, more emotionally bent on getting the cops to bend the knee and claim that she's Queen of Arlington or Fairfax, Virginia.
Yeah. It gets more views, as it goes up, just not that she's doing, I have no idea. I wonder if she does anything really on purpose.
It's just sad.
Yeah.
And then look how dark it gets right here, dude. Just dark.
This is like that Ingrid Goes West movie, She's kind of has some Ingrid Goes West vibes.
Yeah. Participating in this activity could result in you or just getting hurt.
What is that?
Let's see.
So she's like, well, legally, I don't have to leave. You can call the cops and they'll tell you the same.
I feel so frustrated for her. I'm going to tag her down below. Go watch her video. Basically, she did this woman a favor, let her stay at her house for like a week and a half, and the woman will not leave. She's called the police, and the police won't do anything because squatters' rights.
Pause it for a second.
Yeah. The exact same thing happened to me once.
What if...
The exact same thing happened to her once.
Yeah, let's ignore that for a second. What if the woman that black woman is talking about is Coco Briscoe? And she just did a video. She was like, I'll pretend like I'm not that woman.
Oh, 4D chess, baby. Here goes.
Me once, and unfortunately, you're gonna have to legally evict her. and the process can take a long time. I know misery loves company, so I'll share my story of what happened to me with you. So this was several years ago. I used to live in San Diego.
I like how it's just her talking to the camera, and TikTok's like, whoa, this can harm you or others.
Wait, was that a warning from TikTok? Yeah. God damn.
TikTok flagged her video just because she's talking to the camera.
The Chinese government is like, we need to show TikTok. We need to show Coco Briscoe to Americans to fuck them over. The more people who watch this, the better we're off.
A guy started working with me at a restaurant that I bartended at. And he was really charming and funny. And he one night gave me this sob story about how he was staying with this guy and the guy was being overly sexual with him and making him super uncomfortable. And he didn't have anywhere else to go because he was pretty new to the area. So I told him he could crash at my place for a few nights until he figured it out.
I'm waiting for the self-harm stuff,
into
dude.
A couple of weeks,
Yeah.
and he was doing wild, inappropriate things. He was on Grindr, inviting strange men to my house. I was finding little vials of poppers, which I didn't know.
Holy
what those
shit, dude!
were
Luke Schwartz lived at our house.
Told me 'cause I my house, and I didn't know what they were, and they like smelled like nail polish remover.
Luke, why would you do
At
that?
the time, I had little
Luke Schwartz.
Luke, I didn't know you were on Grindr and had poppers and all that stuff. It's messed up, dude.
Oh, this must have been when she lived out here.
He's like, leave me out of this. It was Jay Light.
little dogs in my house, and I was so scared that they could get a hold of one of these things and it could kill them. I came home to him having sex in my shower several times, and my neighbors were very upset. At this point, I had
Hey, I need a place to stay and bang random men for like just a few nights. I'm having trouble. This guy's being real weird to me. Can I have sex with dudes in your house? And I do drugs. Can I do heroin there? Those were your poppers, okay, Coco? No, I don't even know what poppers are.
The return of the Briscoe.
The return of the Briscoe. Once again.
Oh no, no! Why does it do that?
So she could kill little vials of poppers, which
Oh, right
are
here.
dogs in my house.
She has dogs in her house. She's all those dogs she kidnapped from the police officers. Doesn't want them to die of gay sex drugs.
In my shower several times, and my neighbors were very upset.
Because they were
I
watching.
had asked him to leave a
Why were
million
the
times. I was
neighbors
like, you have to
involved?
go. I'm not comfortable with you staying here. I don't
Hey,
feel safe.
Coco,
You're making
you got to
very
have that
uncomfortable
guy to stop having sex in your shower. Yeah, I got a family. Why do they know what's going on in her shower?
You think you can live next to Coco Briscoe and not know what the fuck is going on every day with her, dude?
She comes out and she's like, you're not going to believe what happened today. 17 more people are stalking me. 80 more people have made TikToks. And oh my God, Facebook stories are now talking about me. Also, Reddit banned me just because I tried to hire someone to kill a user for commenting on my video.
At the time, it was just a one-bedroom place, so he was just crashing on my couch.
You know what's strange, dude?
That Josh Terry stayed at her house. Hey, can I know you just came on my show one time, but I fell into some hard times. I got a really popular podcast, but I got nowhere to stay. Can I stay at your house? I'm gonna be on Grindr a lot. I'm gonna be having sex in your shower. And I'm gonna leave little things that I do drugs with. And your dogs might eat them, and your neighbors aren't gonna like my Confederate flag dildo that I use on myself.
No, that she looks somewhat like Brendan Schaub.
Nah, I think she's cute.
No, she has like the Brendan Schaub isms about her. Not like
maybe she's tired. She's tired or whatever. I mean, she
Or
has to deal with a lot, dude. The
Tiger
cops
Thig
are
at 9 in the morning.
Yeah, she
on a
might
crisp
be drinking
Monday.
some Tiger Thick every once in a while, maybe every day. Constantly.
I see it. You don't have to. I respect your stance on not seeing it.
Yeah, I mean, she looks a little tired in this video for sure. She's got the bags around her eyes, and she maybe should drink a little less. That can't help the mental
And also,
health.
Brendan Schaub is a handsome guy, so it's kind of like a compliment.
Okay. Yeah.
Here we go.
He responded the same way your crasher responded to me. And he said, go ahead, call the cops. They're not going to do anything. I have squatters' rights. Of course, I called the police. The police came, and they told me that I cannot
They told
kick him
her,
out. I
ma'am,
had
stop
taken
yelling
his
racial
bag and one
slurs. No, I'm just kidding. She never did that. That's a legend.
Stop calling him the F word, dude.
That was just a joke. I didn't mean that.
Let's see what happens.
duffel
I'm
bag full of
enthralled.
clothes, and I put
I
it
know,
out
me
on
too.
the porch. When the cops got there, they told me if I had removed his stuff again, that they would arrest me. I explained to the cops that I'm on the lease. It's my apartment. I'm a single woman. This is a man in my house. He's bringing strange men. He's making me uncomfortable. He's putting my dog in danger, and our dog's in danger.
You know,
and they did not care.
She
even escalated to the point
has constant issues with the police. Like they clearly, you know, she does not. Coco and 5-0 don't mix, right?
Yeah.
So me, I don't necessarily like people that do clown comedy. I try and stay away from clown people because I know I like that kind of scene. But we don't have a problem with each other because I avoid them and they don't even know I exist. That's how she should treat the cops, right?
You're right.
Yeah.
She's not going to ever do that because the dollar bills, y'all.
$00, dude. Party like a 1999.
Everyone on her followers list is like waiting for the milk, dude. They want this fucking cop milk, man.
I mean, yeah, the people following this love it.
Yes.
They're obsessed with this stuff. I mean, there are not 1,000 TikToks a day like she says, which is absurd. But there are definitely, I mean, we search and then there's all these people making videos. They're random people just like us. We're like less random than they are because I know her.
Yeah.
You know? Like I worked at Flappers with her. The other people are just random people that saw her online doing all this crazy doc shit and are commenting on it, which is, you know, what TikTok is.
Yeah. Here we go. It's at the end.
He started threatening me. At the time, I had a big, muscly, strong neighbor who was very upset about the situation and came over himself.
And he fucked that
threw
guy.
The guy out of the house, grabbed his stuff, also
in my
his stuff out of
shower.
the house. And the cops came back again and threatened to arrest my neighbor. But I went ahead and took the risk. I got a group of people together, a group of neighbors. Everybody supported me, and we were able to tell this guy not to come back and that we weren't going to let him in the complex.
Damn.
Which technically was against the law, and we could have gotten arrested. But anyway, go to your courthouse, get the paperwork for eviction immediately, and just file as soon as you can. I'm sorry you're dealing with this.
The hobo that was banging people in her closet was like slightly more annoying than Coco. So they were like, well, I guess we'll help you get rid of him. Can you leave, Shu?
Anyways, it gets dark real quick, dude.
Yeah.
And, you know, go to the latest, Dating in DC series that we have. I think is 3 parts. The third part being our magnum opus, which is called This Is Not About Coco Briscoe.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. We were like, we're not going to do it again. She sent me all these crazy messages on Instagram that sort of scared me. I just ignored. See, also on the Josh Terry show, she was like, they're cowards and they won't like, you know, like, I don't remember what her point was about it.
Dude, Brendan Schaub is our GOAT. He tells you to invite the haters on, B.
Well, Brendan Schaub doesn't read the comments. Maybe Coco shouldn't read the comments, and, you know, not be on social. She's clearly doing the opposite. She's on social media every day.
Yeah.
7 times a week. Just cracking it up. Like, I don't know. What's that video that's 22.8? Is that going to be a song?
Oh, it's her flipping off. I can see that already. My first day at my new school after being put in foster care, a table of popular kids sang this when I walked into the lunchroom. Everyone called me Wednesday for the entire year.
Foster care. God damn, dude. She's had a rough life, it sounds like. It kind of tracks. Not that anybody in foster care would act like this or that's
well, not that I'm going to believe Coco either.
Yeah, also that might just be a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we got to remember to take that song out too, right? That Addams Family.
We're good. Don't even trip, dude.
All right. Cool. You know, dating in DC, dude. When is she going to go on an actual date? Maybe she should focus back on that. You know, find love, dude.
Guys in DC, stay away.
Yeah. Or maybe you're the guy that is the right guy that can get her off the online, you know? Like there was a movie Don John. He was addicted to porn and he met the right woman. She got him off porn. This person Coco Briscoe can meet some, you know, nice guy and he'd be like, listen, it's me or TikTok, baby. And then you pick him because TikTok is getting you arrested by the Arlington County Police Department.
What if Coco has like a secret fetish for police officers that she's not talking about? Maybe she ends up marrying one of the police department.
Seems unlikely that she marries a cop. The cop would have to deal with a lot.
Yeah.
He'd be like, all right, guys, like, I know she's been kind of an issue.
Yeah.
And she's been...
The enemy of my enemy is my wife.
That'd be a great wedding speech. So it started off with her saying that I ran a pedophile ring. But then we went on our first date and we fell in love. She was saying that somebody named, I'm not going to say that person, some woman was stalking her and creating all these TikToks. and that the police department was stalking her, and that there's a grand conspiracy against her, and that all cops are pigs. But there was something about her smile that I just knew she was the one. But your friends are like, dude, you need to not marry her. Okay, she's an alcoholic and she's crazy as fuck. No, she's great. Okay, I'm the best. If you don't want to go to my wedding, guess what? I already have a best man, Josh fucking Terry. Okay. You know, when I met the Coco Briscoe, man, all I could remember is that my podcast is better than Raccoon Tree podcast with them two guys. They seem like nice guys, man. It ain't bad. So I'm now bless you, man and wife.
What's his name? Brandon Sponey?
Geraldo Addercombe. Well, here's another thing about my podcast. My picture of my podcast is a guy sitting in a chair with a girl with big hooters. Big old hooters, man. Do they got that? No. They got a show called Raccoon Titties, man. Our show's worse. Our name's worse. We have a raccoon. It's actually more embarrassing. When people say stuff about the sign, they're like, and they're cringe raccoon titty sign, I'm like, that's about right.
Yeah.
I don't disagree. There can be fair criticism. Should I have named it Raccoon Titties after a joke I don't even really tell anymore? Probably not. Why did I do that? I don't know. Because I'm dumb. But, just trying to get to that Josh Terry level, dude, really, Just trying to get to that Coco Burst. Maybe I need a stalker. Maybe people are stalking me. Do you ever think about that? Okay.
I would love for the day where you would create front-facing cameras. What is it called?
Yeah.
Videos for TikTok.
All you comedians out there, you better not try and FaceTime me. I'll come right for you. Anybody tries to FaceTime me, they're going to get got.
But he don't need a mirror.
Stay off my FaceTime. Don't come with me or FaceTiming me, okay? Allegedly.
Luke Schwartz, get off Grindr, man.
Yeah, here's what I want. Josh Watt, you better stop FaceTiming me, Josh. Jay Light, you better stop. Morgan, I know you want to FaceTime me. You better not. Matt Lockwood, stop FaceTiming me. All you are sus.
Key Soul
is sus. Another guy that wants to FaceTime me. All you FaceTimers. I won't say women's name. It sounds worse. I think it doesn't sound as funny. A woman FaceTiming you is too far.
Heather Mabruli.
Too far.
I know.
Heather is not okay. Who else listens to the show that talks about it?
Miguel Gonzalez.
Stop FaceTiming me. Bitch.
We all know what you up to.
We all know what you do. We all know what you're into. We can't even talk about that on the podcast. You dirty dog. We all know who's in your car. This guy's driving around. Why don't you just stick to one woman, you freak? You freaking freak. Fucking weirdo. Wadsworth. Fucking stop FaceTiming me, dog. How did you get my phone number?
Are you ready to go?
Yeah. How much time have we done? Because we have to edit a lot out of the fucking.
We're at an hour.
Okay.
So we're good.
All right. We're hanging in with Scott.
Oh, yeah. Checking in with Scott.
Checking in with Scott. Checking in with Scott.
Let's see here. Scott Lursman, did he tweet or not? Okay. There we are. We got a tweet from Scott.
That's good. I like that. I mean, it's a little negative.
You didn't read it.
I thought you were going to read it.
Oh, usually.
P22 would have hated most of you, and then it's a emoji. P22 is the
mountain lion?
Yeah, it got maybe hit by a car, and then it got euthanized by the government. Or so they say. That's just the narrative, B. I don't know if that's true. For all we know, P22 could have been trying to get to Virginia to save Coco.
Yeah.
And then her stalkers were like, they had an in the government, and then they just were like, they killed that poor mountain lion. P22, my tweet was P22 has moved to Austin. Kind of hacky, but.
I mean, who cares? Nobody's talking about P22 until he dies.
No, I think people knew about it. He was like a famous, beloved line, or at least that's what the internet said.
But nobody talks about him. And then everyone's all like, all of a sudden, oh.
What was in the news?
Yeah.
I didn't know about him. I'd never heard of P22.
Me neither.
The last I heard of P22 is like he ran a really good comedy show. It's hard to get on.
In the Griffith Park area?
In Griffith Park area, yeah. It was really good. Yeah, he'd go there and it was a blast. The audience would always roar.
With laughter?
Roar with laughter.
Alrighty.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't cancel me.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Oh, yeah, this is our Christmas Raccoon Tweeties episode. We didn't mention it all. Instead, we were just hateful. And but, you know, we love everybody. Shout out to Lisa Chanou. Shout out to Daniel Perez. Daniel Perez, fucking the airport lost her wheelchair. American Airlines, I think. I hope I didn't slander them for no reason. It was one of those. Actually, you know what? Let me just fucking talk about this for 1 second.
Did you tweet about it?
Yeah, I retweeted it. So I'm going to read this out loud because this pissed me off. Traveling while disabled on American Air is fun because you will be literally carted off a plane strapped into a dolly. Tell the employees you need your custom manual wheelchair and they will look at you, shrug, and ignore your pleas to get your wheelchair. They literally like lost her wheelchair or something. So fuck American Airlines. That's whack. That's who the real villain is. That's who should have been canceled this week. And 786 retweets. So it may have been canceled a little bit.
Damn.
I know.
All right, well, have a Merry Christmas, dude.
And I'm not finished. Okay, another thing about what, yeah. All right, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. See you next week.